I'd like to take a look at the different port types on a switch. Now, these are certainly not all of the port types, but these are the three primary ones that you're likely to find on a switch. First of all are the switch ports. This is what devices plug into, like computers, printers, and so forth. We also have uplink ports. These ports typically are faster than switch ports, and these are designed for attaching switch to switch. And that's a perfectly legal thing to do. You can take one switch, attach it to another switch, and then send data from one switch to the other, and then to another, and to another, and so on out to different devices. Why might you do that? Well, as we talk about VLANs a little bit more, we might want multiple VLANs and not have enough ports. Or it just might be that we just don't have enough ports and we need more ports, so we plug another switch into it. The next one is the console port, and this is what we use to program the switch. This is a managed switch, and so a console port is usually on the back side, on the other side, if we can't see it here. But the console port is used then to configure this switch, to turn on and off ports and so forth. Now, typically the uplink ports are faster than the switch ports, but there is one interesting thing about switch ports here. I do not have to have uplink ports in order to attach switch to switch. I can attach one switch to another through the switch ports. But if I'm going to do that, I'm going to go to the console port here, plug into it, and do some configuration. And I'm going to turn the switch ports, some of the switch ports, into something called trunk ports. So these can be trunk ports to attach one switch to another. The only thing is, they're not going to get any faster. So it's faster to use uplink ports if you're going to go from switch to switch. But it is certainly possible and allowable to use a trunk port, which we designate as a trunk port by configuring it through the console port.